What's going on, everyone? Togavor here, and today I'm bringing you guys Week 5, Season 6 of the NPL versus Cloud Envy. Alright, so here we are versus Cloud for Week 5. We came off of an important win versus Riz last week, so that's pretty cool. And this week we're going to try to continue the streak. You know, we lost Week 2 due to an unfortunate misclick and haven't lost since. We've strung together some impressive wins versus the likes of, well, Riz, and even though it wasn't strung together, we did manage to knock off Gypsy King first week and hand him his only loss of the season so far. As well as we beat Moxie again when he was using the actual team. And yeah, those are our 3 wins. We're sitting at 3-1, but this week we're facing a difficult team in Cloud, so definitely got to bring our all if we're to take him on effectively. So I will most likely drop in a little screenshot over top of the team builder, but here it is. His team is Toxapex, Fortress, Mega Beedrill, Florges, Arcanine, Hitmontop, Manectric, Flygon, Celebi, Gyarados, Sneasel, and Tauros. So some things to note about his team. It is very, very, very physically offensive. He has almost no special prowess on his team. His special offense is limited exclusively to Florges and Manectric and Celebi. So none of those are really prolific special attackers. So that is kind of nice, as in it allows me to put all of my EVs into physical defense on all my Pokemon. But it is scary in the fact that it makes it so that, you know, it's a lot easier for him to just bring a massive amount of physical offense and possibly overpower my team. So there's definitely some negatives and positives with that, pros and cons, as the articulate people would say. Additionally, he has Toxapex, which is like 7-2 in the season, so that's a massive threat, of course. Mega Beedrill is definitely, actually, I think, the most scary thing to my team, as I only have a limited amount of checks to it, and a Swords Dance variant is very scary, as it is able to outspeed everything that's not Scarfed on my team, so that's definitely very threatening. But this Mega Venusaur, as you can see right now, so let's just hop into this team. Oh, before I go into anything, please make sure you go check out Cloud's channel. He's a good friend of mine. He puts out some quality draft content. And so yeah, make sure his link will be in the description, as my opponents always are. Anyway, so this week, as you can see, as I said, and you can see, his offense is entirely physically defensive. So we are just running a max Venusaur. This allows us to take hits from that Beedrill a little bit easier, as well as things like Gyarados, assuming he doesn't run a Fly variant, which he would if he brought it. So that is kind of moot. But Flygon, it can take any hit from Manectric without any investment. It can take hits from Arcanine because of Thick Fat. It can take hits from Florges unless it's Calm Mind with Psychic. It can switch into Fortress all day. Toxapex can't really touch it. I can nail Celebi on the switch in, and Celebi, even with Psychic, does like 50, like it doesn't do the most to me, so. It walls Sneasel, it walls Tauros, it walls Arcanine, so like, just honestly, just walls like almost everything on his team. It's magnificent in the matchup. Just bringing the HP Fire because he has a Fortress and I need some way to hit it. Leech Seed because it's what I bring every week, just because it's so nice to be able to regenerate other members of my team, as well as passively regenerate Venusaur itself, so. And then Sludge Bomb just because, you know, obligatory stab, and it allows me to hit his fairies, and Celebi, so. Very strong versus his team. Now, I'm going to save the Clef for last because it's the set of the week. But anyways, we have a Shukaberry Tentacruel with Whirlpool, Acid Spray, Rapid Spin, and HP Electric. So this is kind of a cool set. The speed is there to outspeed Gyarados and bop it with HP Electric. That way it can't be set up fodder. The Whirlpool is there, so if he brings Toxapex, I can actually trap it, which is really cool. And then wear it down with Acid Spray and knock it out with HP Electric. Like, wear it down as in get its special defense lowered. The Acid Spray is also really nice for things like if you brought a Calm Mind Celebi, it would be unable to set up on me. A Calm Mind Florges as well. Both of those obviously have the Psychic coverage to take me out, but I would at least prevent them from setting up to the degree such that they could take out my team. So that's why that's there, and then its main purpose is to spin and keep the hazards off my side of the field. As you can see right here, some of my offense is coming in my Rock Weak Pokemon, so that is necessary. Anyways, next we have Tiresias the Bronzong with Stealth Rock, Explosion, HP Fire, Psychic. Now, HP Fire is there so I can take on a Fortress as a potential lead matchup, and just in general when it comes in and try to spin my rocks away. Explosion is there so things can't set up on me, and Psychic is there just for general damage on his team as well as to take out the Beedrill. I'm max defense to switch into Beedrill as well as I can in Colberberry, so if he's a Swords Dance variant, +2 knockoff will never be able to KO me. And its main job is to get rocks up here, even though it does, have the ability to do some other things. It's kind of like the Tentacruel, but of my rocks side instead of the removal side. Now, next we have a Choice Scarf, Reckless Staraptor. I'm just Jolly max speed because I want to be able to outspeed his Scarf Flygon, because that is a potential Scarf Flygon, that is, or a DD Flygon, at least speed tie with it if he decides to bring something like that, which honestly a DD Flygon could be a little bit of a threat to my team as I don't have HP Ice on Bronzong, but I couldn't just come in, get a Psychic off, and then boom on it, and that put it in range of something else, of other things on my team. So, well, yeah, I don't know. I didn't bring priority, so I can't really say that, but you know what I'm saying. Get some good chip on it. Anyway, but this thing, it just smacks his entire team. His only switch is Fortress, which completely lacks reliable recovery, and Florges can't switch his only Mon with reliable recovery, or Mons with reliable recovery being Celebi and Florges and Arcanine. I mean, Arcanine can switch in depending on the set, so I mean, a physically defensive set's definitely possible, but I'd be happy to see it because an offensive set's definitely a little more threatening as it can effectively pressure my Venusaur. But anyway, it pretty much 2 kills his entire team, is what I'm saying, aside from Fortress and Arcanine. And yeah, so that's really cool. Puts a lot of pressure on, gets me momentum with U-turn in case I get burned by the Toxapex. Get some Facade kills, because that'll do a billion. But that's that Pokemon. Anyway, next we have, this is also the heat of the week. We're saving our heat for last, but this is a Nasty Plot Sludge Wave Thunderbolt Ice, Hidden Power Ice Thundurus with a pretty interesting spread. The speed is there to outspeed base 80, so I can just outspeed Gyarados and stuff after. Not and stuff, literally just Gyarados. Well, base 81s, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, wait, I'm so dumb. 285, that's only for base 80s. I'm pretty sure max speed Jolly Gyarados would outspeed, but he wouldn't be max speed Jolly anyway in the matchup, so it's fine. I'm sorry, guys. This is just a weird recording. But anyway, so this Thundurus is set up so that he has 4 Intimidators, so if one of them intimidates me, give me that Adrenaline Orb speed boost, Nasty Plot, 6-0 sweep! But actually, if I get this thing to +2 and I get a speed boost, it's over. It just sweeps him. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, and then this is, oh my god, this dawn of a Pokemon versus his team. Let me tell you, with the Cosmic Power, the Kebia Berry, so that way Mega Beedrill will never be able to really revenge kill me, as after like 1 boost, it only does like 30% with Poison Jab because of the Kebia Berry. And then I brought Charge Beam. I really don't think that instead of Calm Mind, which would be what I prefer as it is more reliable, but and allows me to boost my Spadef and set up against something that is a special attacker without having to worry about the other side, you know what I'm saying? But he does have a Sneasel. I don't think it's likely, but I want to be able to 6-0 him, so that's the thing. That's why I have Charge Beam. And max defense, because he doesn't really have any threatening special attackers, but this is another one. These two are my win conditions this time, because, well, Venu can honestly just be a defensive win condition, because if Mega Beedrill dies, it just wins, so that's pretty cool. And he's not like Banded Tauros. But anyways, these 2 Pokemon can just set up and 6-0 his entire team. So anyways, I did actually record this live, classic me recording my team builder after the battle happened. Getting all of that hindsight 2020 insight into the beauty of my squads, but I did record it live, but as you'll see, like the live comm, it was just a bad live comm. I wasn't really feeling it, and there wasn't a lot of substantive things to talk about, so you'll see when I get into the match. Anyways, I'll see you there in a second. Alright, here we are, about boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Versus Cloud. Make sure you go check out his channel, but here we are with another live recording. So just looking at his team, this is pretty similar to what I expected. I like that everything on his team except for Celebi is walled by Mega Venusaur. That is something that I like. Well, and potentially Beedrill. But everything else is, which I like quite a bit. Now, I am just going to lead with my Bronzong, as that is pretty much my designated lead.
and it will be able to get rocks up on anything but a choice banded Arcanine or a life orb Arcanine. It'll be able to set up rocks on everything else, which is pretty nice. I need to stop. This is already a disaster. That was such a weird noise. Okay, so here we are. He leads off with Shocky Doge. So I'm so okay with this. This is not going to do a lot to me. It's just going to go for a straight switcheroo, which I'm actually okay with this because now it is completely. Now he has nothing for Clef, so that's cool. And now I predict him to Volt Switch here. I'm trying to think. What my best play is. He's definitely going to Volt Switch, I feel like. I'm going to go to Thundy T predicting Volt Switch. I don't know. He might be aggressive and predict that, though. I think Clef's just the safe play. I mean, if he wants to bring in Beedrill on Clef, that's okay, because I can go into Bronzong then on the Beedrill and just either sack it, or if he's a Swords Dance variant, I can actually live anything. He goes into Celebi, which is a little weird. That's a little... Huh. That's interesting. That is interesting. So, my guess is that he just wanted to cover his bases with my potential plays. I don't know what it's going to want to do to me, though. I kind of just want to make the safe play out into Staraptor, because he won't be able to OHKO me, and... But the thing is, this could be his Rocker, and then I would just want to get my Cosmic Power up. I really want a Cosmic Power, but I know that can always win me the game later in the game. Staraptor is definitely the safer play. Let me actually do some calcs with the Celebi versus my Staraptor before I go and make a hasty play, because we all know I have a problem with that. Milligan, my dude. Psychic can do a lot, but honestly, like, I don't really want that to happen, yeah. I don't think he'll have 2 Trickmons, right? I mean, Celebi obviously learns Trick. / learn Celebi Trick. Yeah, it can't learn Trick. So I want to be careful of that. And I think versus my Clef, I think just fighting off a Psychic wouldn't make any sense. So I think Staraptor is a safe play. So he goes into Tauros here. We're just making all kinds of odd plays back and forth. So I'm just going to U-turn out here, assuming that he's not Scarf. And I'm going to go straight into my Bronzong, as that is a safe play. It's interesting that he was choice banned Manectric. I don't agree with him revealing that there. Maybe he is physical and doesn't have Volt Switch. He could have Ice Fang to try to hit my Thundurus better. That's always a possibility to think about. But I mean, it makes sense because it's to cripple Clef more. But I U-turn out, so I do want to check that U-turn damage versus this Fortress. So this is not a defensive Fortress. U-turn 7.9 to that did 8. The max is 9 there, so it's around max HP damage. It could be max Spadef. That would make a lot of sense versus my team. I'm just gonna go to Venusaur. He doesn't reveal lefties, which means he's either going to be Cutsat Berry or Aqua Berry. Aqua Berry would be more annoying, obviously, right now, because his Sturdy is broken. But I am just going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, as I think that is my safest play. As it's able to hit the incoming possible Celebi, it's able to knock this out unless it is an Aqua Berry variant. It's able to damage the Beedrill significantly. And Arcanine and Tauros cannot 1v1 my Mega Venusaur, so that is going to be my play. As you can see, the chat boisterous as ever in NPL battles. Yo, good luck, peoples. Ricardo's stealing my style. No, my intro. SMH. I own. Hello, friends. Huh? Okay, so we get a crit and just knock out his Fori. Don't know if mattered, but sorry, my dude. Venusaur. Mega. No, not the standard. I have my own Venusaur. I mean, not that it matters for this calc, but just I'm gonna need it up anyway for depending on what he goes into. And now it could have. if he was Spadef, it definitely did. Lol, so much for the calc. I'm just gonna say it mattered if he was Spadef. If just max HP, big roll heavily in my favor. But the one good thing about this is that it did stop his most likely. This was most likely his stealth rocker, so that is really nice for me to get out of the way. Additionally, it was his only switch into Staraptor. His team is looking. I mean, defensive Arcanine's kind of a switch into Staraptor, but like it does not appreciate it at all. Actually, I want to check that calc. I didn't calc that. You know, guys, you realize if you watch me, I really don't calc things as much as I should, but that's okay. Also, I'm really bad at clicking things into the calc when my hands are shaking because I get nervous for any NPL game pretty much, and you know, it's just a problem. If he's lefties, it's he is from, if he's lefties in full, it doesn't. But if he's not lefties, 5.1% chance. Oh, I'll take that 5.1%. All right, as you can tell, nerves are a thing. Right here, I really don't know what his play is going to be. I assuming he has a psychic move, Celebi, but I did see in one of my mock battles a Swords Dance Celebi with Baton Pass, and Celebi does not get a Celebi does not get an offensive physical psychic move, to my knowledge. So let me check. Okay, yeah, he does go into Celebi here. Celebi. Honestly, no reason just not to go into Bronzong because I can just explode on it. He does go for a recover. So at this point, his hazard removal is gone. But this still is nice. I'm just gonna. I kind of just want to boom. I just want to boom, boom. But actually, you know my best play right here? I'm going to go to Staraptor. Because if he stays in and goes for like a Swords Dance or a Nasty Plot, I'm going to get him. Wait, that's just a dumb play though. I don't know. Should I just boom? Do I need this? It's nice to check B-Drill. I should just go to Staraptor. I'm playing with all these doubles today. I don't know if that's the right play. Probably think about it more because this is an important game, you know? When you're 3-1, you got to keep that up if you want to make playoffs. But I'm an idiot, so, you know, YOLO. He could just go for rocks here, too. He goes for a Psychic. I mean, I don't agree with that play, but that's fine. I'm just going to go for a U-turn here. If he stays in, he's probably Tanga Berry to take a U-turn, but that's just kind of cute. I don't know. Does U-turn even kill? We should calc that. We should also calc how much damage he just did to me. Psychic, 59 to 69. He did 52. So that looks like a high-end roll. And I do need to just go for a Brave Bird because though I don't want to. Because the thing is, okay, here's my thought process here. I can go for a U-turn out into Bronzong or Clef, and it's fine. Actually, is this... No, it can't be. I was about to say this Scarf. That's scary. I can go to a U-turn into one of these two, and it's fine. I don't want to take a ton of HP off of this. And again, yeah, I thought the switch was more likely. So he gets the Intimidate off. We're going to be able to check the damage on this Arcanine. It is Rocky Helmet, so it is defensive. And that means looking at a defensive Arcanine, the U-turn should do about 5 to 6, which it did. And now we're going to go to our Thundurus. Therian, Creon, Thunderbolt does not enough. I actually don't have anything that does a lot to this, but I could go into this and get a Nasty Plot up, but again, I wouldn't be able to get the Intimidate sweep off on him, and I don't have the speed for the rest of his team. So I do just kind of want to save that in the back. Actually, right here, he could burn me, but that would be okay, and I think it's my best play, and I can just get my seeds off on something. I haven't revealed it. I've only revealed HP Fire, and because of that, Celebi is pretty instrumental to his team on being able for him to have anything to take out, my Venusaur. So I don't think that is going to be his play, because if I did just bomb here, which would be a good play, I actually kind of expect Morning Sun, and because after rocks, he doesn't want to be able to be 2 KO'd by my offensive threats, especially because he doesn't have a way to remove those rocks anymore. That is what I predict. Now, a potential win con for me. One is to... He does Morning Suns here, which is good. I miss my... That's fucking balls. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb here. He can Willow. That's fine. Because it doesn't do the most. And I'm just going to Sludge Bomb because I don't want to risk him going into Celebi here. That would be a mistake on my part. He does just Wisp me. That's what I thought he would do. But that's going to get good damage off. And I get the poison, so there is the return hacks. Very unfortunate for my opponent. And I have no reason to do anything but Sludge Bomb here again. Leech Seed would be the aggressive play, but I really don't need it, per se. And, yeah, I just think that's my play. From what I've seen on his Celebi, he doesn't have anything. He's shown to be special, but defensive, which means Clef just sets up all over it. I should actually go look at Celebi's move pool more often. See, I don't actually prep. I don't know. I'm honestly just shit at this game. Like, honestly, how do I even win games? Don't ask me. So, just Morning Suns again as I Sludge Bomb. I'm just going to Leech Seed here. If he makes the play now, good on him. Into Celebi, but there I get my seeds off, and now I'm free to just spam Sludge Bombs for eternity. If I wanted to be mega aggressive, I'd go for another seeds here, but I'm not that good at this game, so yeah. And looking at the rest of his team, aside from Celebi, he has nothing to take on this Venusaur, so that is definitely in my favor. Yeah. So let me see what his Celebi could have. I'm just trying to think, just in regards specifically to beating Clefable, besides being a Nasty Plot or Calm Mind set. Those would both be very threatening, and based on the fact that he only showed Psychic, I think that could be likely. Considering my only Dark type is a Weavile, though Weavile would shit on it, but maybe that's why, maybe he's a Cobra Berry, maybe that's why he hadn't revealed an item. But let's just look at his Celebi's moves here. What are its status moves? Future Sight. I don't think it gets Taunt. Nope. Trick, it does, but we don't know its item yet, but we know it's not choiced. Okay, so he goes to Celebi here, and I get a crit, which is so unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate for Cloud. There. I'm just so lucky. I'm so sorry, my dude. I feel bad. Well, I definitely can't go into Staraptor right now. I definitely think he Psychics here, but given that he Psychics, I don't have anything that can kill it. So let's see, what's an uninvested Psychic do to my Venusaur? Venusaur. Fortinbras versus a Celebi. With no special attack. It does not do that much. I'm just gonna eat it. Oh, I got him on that. That's good for me. Do I get the poison there? No, I don't. But it does do 46 to 54. That would then make certain things much scarier. I really don't agree with the recover play, because if I went strapped on the recover play, that was a whole load of bad for him. I do just kind of need this, though. It's like too good to not have. So I'm just going to go to Clef here. And he does Psychic. Now, I don't think he'll Psychic again, which makes me want to go straight to Staraptor. On the other hand, I'm just going to go for Cosmic Power because I want to win the game. I don't know what he'll do here. He could be a Nasty Plot variant. Or a Calm Mind variant. which would put me in some serious trouble. So let me rethink this play. I just don't think he can afford to Psychic. I just think, like, no matter what, Psychicking again here is not the play. So I kind of want to go into Staraptor now, as he either clicks Recover or goes for a setup move. But then again, I can always revenge this. So I'm going to Cosmic Power. As he goes to Tauros. So I got the Cosmic Power up, and now it's time to Calc. Tauros, Life Orb with Iron Head versus a Clefable at +1 defense, not Iron Tail. Iron Head does 37 to 43. Iron Tail does 46 to 54. Either way, Soft Boiled's safe here. That does 0, and since he's sheer force, that will not be able to touch me, and I'll just be able to get up another Cosmic. Yeah, Boiled, and we gotta remember that a crit will do about 80, so I want to try to stay out of that range as much as possible. So we're currently out of crit range. But the thing is, I'm still not out of, like, if he crits me, that's just awful. So I'm at 2.5 on both sides. I'm gonna go for one more Soft Boiled, and now I'm gonna start Charge Beaming up. I'm gonna Cosmic again. I'm gonna Soft Boiled. Sheer force. Sorry for my lack of commentary here, but I feel more comfortable Charge Beaming up on everything else, so I'm just gonna go for a Stored Power here. Yeah, and that drops. And like, yeah. Not one crit. So I do have the Kebia Berry, so I'll be able to take this and just knock him out with the Stored Power. That does 17, and Stored Power knocks him out. So that's very good. I'm in a very good position here. He brings in the Arcanine. That is an easy Soft Boiled. Yes. Yeah, that does 0. And I'm just going to go for a Charge Beam. The crit still wouldn't do anything to me, really. Get another boost. That's cool. And from here, we can just keep Charge Beaming until I get boosted up and I'm able to take out that Celebi. So that's pretty much going to be game. Assuming no like monster crit or whatever, it's going to be our second 6-0 of the season, which that's pretty cool. I definitely think his biggest misplay was he definitely has the Snarl, which is kind of cool. But his biggest misplay, I definitely think, was tricking that early on, tricking onto my Bronzong. I think he should have known that this type of Clef was such a big threat to his team, and that he needed to play around it better. That's just my thoughts. Guard. Yeah. He has the Z move, goes for the Savage Spin Out Bug type move to show off some heat. And I'm able to take his Clef out with the Stored Power. So your Arizona Carvanhas picked up another 6-0 victory. Oh shoot, wait, does that learn Psych Up? Oh, it does! Does it learn Stored Power? So, Doesn't learn stored power, so maybe didn't dodge as big of a bullet as I thought. I took Psych Up off, I'd still lose that one. Yeah. Oh, he had it though, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Celebi doesn't get stored power, so would have been losing battle. Yeah, so that's the game. I feel bad winning games like this, honestly. I really do. That's the game. Make sure you do go check out Cloud. As you can see, he's an awesome guy. Very good sport for taking a loss like this. I know I would be raging and would have probably left the game without comment. So, you know, even if he lost to us, he definitely wins the battle of who's the better person department, which at the end of the day, that's what matters more. But anyways, I'm Tokavor. You're yourself. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace!